If you have any interest in the doctrine of free speech, then the next few moments are going to be critically important to your understanding a significant attack against that doctrine to the extent that it can undermine and indeed destroy the free speech privileges that we enjoy as Americans here in the United States. Hi, my name is Tom Trento, bringing you another very important video. Today is January 25th, Sunday. 72 hours ago, I was in Paris, France. I was with a small group of people who were invited over to Europe to be briefed on the level of Islamization. In fact, the level of radical Islamization that's taking place in Europe right now. We were briefed by academics, by intellectuals, by elected officials. We met with students, with people on the street. Indeed, last Saturday, January 17th, I filmed a demonstration by Hamas and Hezbollah. Those are the signs they had up. 15,000 people marching down Rue Rivoli in front of the Louvre Museum, chanting and calling for the destruction of Israel and the United States. But last Tuesday, January 20th, in the evening, I had the distinct privilege of interviewing a member of parliament of the Netherlands, a Dutch member of parliament, Geert Wilders. And this was done late on Tuesday. And unbeknownst to us, very ironically, the following day, Wednesday morning, a Dutch court ordered that Mr. Wilders will stand prosecution, who will be charged criminally with a violation of the hate speech laws in the Netherlands because of his very controversial but very powerful film entitled Fitna, F-I-T-N-A. Google Fitna, watch the movie. You make up your own mind as to whether or not it's hate speech or whether it's not it's free speech. But in fact, Mr. Wilders now has to stand a trial, criminal charges, and many are saying that this is a direct frontal attack against free speech in Europe. Well, we here in America obviously pride ourselves on our doctrine of free speech. So this information is critical for you to take a look at and figure out where you stand on this issue. Is the film Fitna free speech or is it hate speech? I posed that question to MP, Member of Parliament Wilders, on Tuesday night, January 20th. It was an extended interview, but I'm only going to show you a few minutes here and let you see how he answers for himself, how he feels about Muslims, about Islam, and about the doctrine of free speech. Thank you for inviting us to your town and your office here. Tell us who you are and what you're all about.
Yeah, Tom, well, you're very welcome to be here. I'm proud to be your host today. My name is Geert Wilders. I'm a member of parliament of the lower house of the Netherlands. And I'm the leader of the Party for Freedom, which is a new political party which has now 6% of the seats, but fortunately in the polls we have more than 10% today. And we are fighting for freedom, like our party name explains, which means that we fight against the Islamization of our society, because we strongly believe, unfortunately a lot of Dutchmen share our view, that with the growing Islamization we are losing gradually but steadily our entire freedom. And this is why I stand up, and my party stands up and speak out against it and in favor of well, our own identity, our own culture, and the freedom of everybody living in our Western societies.
Why are you, according to Google, an Islamophobe, a hate-filled, vengeful, Muslim hater, xenophobe, all of that? Why do you hate Muslims?
Well, of course I don't hate Muslims, Tom, and to be honest, most of the ruling political, but unfortunately also intellectual elite, and also the media in our Western societies are very liberal, are very leftish themselves. Their answer always is that if you speak out the truth, if you are not politically correct, if you just say not only what's on your mind, but what a lot of people feel and see every day when they walk through the streets of Amsterdam or Rotterdam or Brussels or Paris, is that they are losing their country to an ideology of hatred, an ideology of violence, which Islam really is and really stands for. The only answer for them always is, and probably always will be, that people who say that are xenophobes or are racist. But of course we are not. I'm not a racist, I don't hate people, and all those millions of people who would vote for my party today and for other parties in Europe are not racist either. We just say that Islam is not like another leaf on the tree of religions. Islam cannot be compared with Judaism or Christianity. In fact, Islam is a totalitarian ideology with no room for anything but Islam, so it should be compared more with other ideologies like fascism or communism that are exactly the same. And if you speak like that, a lot of people sense that you are right and a lot of people support you, but of course it's not politically correct, and the majority of the people who are in politics or are in the media or are intellectuals, it's far more easier than to go into a debate with you about really what you mean and what you stand for, and label you as some kind of idiot. But we are not, and we are not impressed at all by all those crazy remarks. It will only give us an incentive to fight even stronger against the influx of this totalitarian fascist ideology that Islam really is.
And what has that ideology done to, you were born in the Netherlands?
Yeah.
What has that ideology done to your home country?
Well, it changed our country totally. If it comes to our culture, our values, the freedom of speech, but not only the freedom of speech, how to treat women, how to treat homosexuals, whatever you can imagine. The violence, if you look at, unfortunately, the statistics in the Netherlands when it comes to dependency on social screens, or when it comes to violence, or when it comes to the population in our prisons, you will see that unfortunately Muslims are overrepresented in all those statistics. So unfortunately the Netherlands, and not only the Netherlands, you see the same in the United Kingdom, in Belgium, in Germany, in Denmark, in France, in Italy, in almost every place in Europe. Our society is changing, and it's not like in the past. Well, of course you remember we had two more Islamic invasions in Europe in the past. One was being fought back in Poitiers, the other in Vienna. But today, unfortunately, it's not a conventional war. It's a war that's being fought through demographics and through mass immigration from Africa and other Asian and Middle Eastern, Arab and Islamic countries to our countries. And once again, the political elite, being politically correct, is looking in the other direction and not doing anything at all.
Okay, you've just heard Mr. Wilders, in his own words, explain his understanding of Islam, of Muslims, of free speech. You go watch the movie Fitna, F-I-T-N-A, and you make up your own mind. I, for one, believe clearly within the U.S. Constitution it falls under the doctrine of free speech, and that's a doctrine that's under attack and one we must maintain continually if we want to be a free republic, a free democracy. In the days ahead, we're going to be organizing an effort to help Mr. Wilders in the Netherlands, and to also take that information and wake up Americans to the importance of withholding this important, critically important doctrine of free speech. So please go to this website, trentovision.org. It's a new site we're setting up where I'll be producing a lot of these educational advocacy videos that can be sent around to help provide information that's critically important. But we're going to be helping Mr. Wilders because his sacrifice and his commitment and his stand directly reflects upon what we are doing here in the United States and the challenges that are coming from Europe to here. Folks, it's now or never. Thank you for your time.